Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sports Zone. I'm your host, Charles E. Hall II. Today is October 22nd, and the Fall Classic is set with the Dodgers taking on the Red Sox. The Rams are still undefeated, and hostility in Hollywood as the Lakers and Rockets go at it. But first, my man got a big win. His mob, them Skins, took down their arch rival. I know he was happy. They won. They survived a 2017 win. They probably should have won 40-0. You got the best mob in the NFC East. I got a train running back. I got a squad, man. Y'all second best team in the NFC, probably. I mean, y'all rolling, man. Your take on the Skins. Yes, sir.
It's probably more interesting to get your take on the Cowboys, but
I don't even watch the games like that I used to with them, man.
But, you know.
Keep trying to throw that on me. Y'all won. We're discussing winners. This is, as they say it, what they call it, Victory Mondays, they call it on 980. Yes, sir, folks. It's Mob won.
His mob. It sounds like they might be your mob.
They're not, trust me. They're not my mob, buddy. Trust me.
Might be your mob.
They're not my mob. They're your Skins. They definitely not my mob.
All right, man. You
know,
look, man, rivalry game. Tough, gritty. Kind of was a scrub game, if you ask me. Really.
Yeah, I won it.
Yeah, they won. I mean, now that they've won 4-2 in the division, you feeling good. Everybody's happy. You beat your hated rival. Now you can dissect the game a little bit. It's almost Tuesday. A nail biter. It shouldn't have been a nail biter, if you ask me. I mean, not to say that the Redskins were.
I got a stick, man.
Plowing through. Now, I don't know if they have a stick. You know, they played decent. They played decent ball yesterday. The running game got going. It seems like, hint, whenever they're successful, it's because they're able to run the ball and effectively. The defense showed out strong. I'm still a little bit suspect with the pass defense, even though that's probably being nitpicky. Excuse me. The defensive line was, you know, they held Zeke in check, which was the key. But I still feel like Dak was able to throw the ball, you know, successfully. Especially the last two drives in the fourth quarter, going down and getting, you know, a score to bring it within 3 or 7 or what have you, and then the missed field goal. So, you know, I'm impressed with it. You know, I'm happy that they won 4-2. You know, you got the division in your hands at this point. Thanksgiving is around the corner.
Lock it up almost.
I don't know about that. I mean, you got the Giants coming next week. That would be another big win. It'd be another win in the division, especially since you've been some slum in the division the last few years. So, you know, to start out 2-0 in the division would be strong. Would be big.
Hey, man, from what I saw yesterday, y'all celebrating on the sideline after the big, I mean, the crowd going crazy. They showing old vintage videos. Now they can add this into the montage. Every time they play the Cowboys, the same videos they show the Darryl Grant interception. They show the Santana Moss joint. Now they can show your man was a Smith that got the touchdown and add it to the montage. At least that's more for the mix.
That Swearinger play on 4th and 1.
I mean, they could show that. That wasn't like the closing play. The play they were showing, like the closing play, the Grant joint. Those were closing plays, so to speak. Cowboys just choked it up a lot as well. I mean, from play calling, well, both teams. I mean, if you want to run the ball. You cannot run the ball in that silly shotgun mess and expect to get that thing and get really running yardage and that shotgun draw. That's not going to really plow through. Unless for the Cowboys' sake, they're not winning games unless Zeke gets the ball and they continue to make a run. I'm watching the game. He may get 7 yards here on first down. They don't go back to him. They go play action here. They try to throw it somewhere else. I mean, I know the Skins were stacking the line. Forget that. Try to do it again. I mean, run that ball, establish some attitude, because the D-line for the Skins established attitude. Y'all established attitude on the O-line by running Adrian Peterson, and then just hurting themselves and shooting themselves in the foot every single time down. I mean, on the series before they got the fumble touchdown, I think it was like a 3rd down play. Dak hit, he found, what's the receiver they throw to now?
Number 11?
Cole Beasley. Yeah, they found Beasley for a big 3rd down catch, called back for holding. Dak, you got to throw the ball away. He gets sacked, fumble recovery. Looked like it's almost over. I'm looking up, I'm like, okay, 3 minutes to go. They got time to drive back down the field. And he does that. Dak leads the way, really with his legs. Made a couple of plays with some throws, but leaders with legs. We score. Now we're down 3. We got to defend. We got under 2 minutes to go. And I'm thinking, okay, this is where you earn your money, Adrian Peterson. If you're coaching, I'm plowing with him no matter, even if I don't get a first down, run with him until you make me use all 3 timeouts. First down, y'all run, okay, we stack the line, 1 yard loss. Second down, y'all come out, shotgun, looking like us, give it to Peterson. Like, if he's gonna run him with a real running game. And then third down, y'all go and shotgun again, looking to pass. Alex Smith says, the heck with this, I'm gonna run. He's tackled out of bounds. It's just, to me, the play calling was weird in that game, but in the end, y'all won. That 5 yard, I think, was a fluke call by the referee, but
I mean, the dude was playing around with the
every
ball.
talk show, and including this talk show, has said the same thing, that was not a bad play.
Listen, I was wondering when I'm watching everybody say no. I'm like, did y'all see the point where he was literally lifting the ball and putting it back down?
You can
He
do
did
that.
it.
You can do that, they say.
Put the ball down and hike the ball. He fooling around
You can
playing
do that,
footsies
Scott.
with
Come
the
on
ball. Tough break.
Hey, but y'all, you're right. You're right about that. Tough break.
Put the ball down and go.
Y'all won. I mean, this is what it is. Y'all got it done. Big win for y'all. Moving down the line. You got the Giants coming up. They play tonight. I mean, a big loss from the night, and y'all beat them. Y'all were staking their heart. Y'all playing good ball. I mean, look at the other NFL teams down there in NFC East. Y'all are right there with the Rams. Y'all beat Carolina. Carolina beat, right behind the Rams. Not right there, the Rams. You take it back. Y'all right behind the Rams, because division leaders, y'all beat Carolina, and y'all lost to the Saints. But then that brings up to you all. The Rams are smoking. They're probably the best team in the NFL, smoking hot. They did it up on the Niners yesterday. The Chiefs, they're still doing their thing over the Bengals, but keeping it in the AFC. Up 17-0, your Super Bowl champions lose to Cam Newton and the boys. I'm looking at that scoreboard like, wow, come on, Cam. Next thing I know, they come back and win. And moving on to the AFC now, like I said, the Chiefs murdered the Bengals last night, trapped at home. Patrick Mahomes is doing this thing, 4 touchdown passes, 258 yards. Who else? The Patriots beat the Bears. The Bears quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, had tons of yards. He threw it 50 times, but he ran the ball a good number. I think he almost had 100 yards rushing. But it was still of course, Tom Brady killed 3 touchdown passes. They're doing their thing. What is impressing me right now on the NFL, right? Besides the skins. Victory Monday, folks, the skins.
Well, I mean, if you want to go with an impressive folks, it's got to be the Chiefs. Even though I think the Rams are still the best team in the league.
Why the Chiefs? Because they're video game action?
Yeah, the Chiefs.
Or you're buying into the video game?
The Chiefs are aesthetically exciting.
Because they look pretty.
They look pretty.
The Rams look pretty. That's one of y'all old coaches. They look pretty.
Yeah, they do. But the Chiefs, we got a Day Walker, as you all would call him, at quarterback. So that adds some excitement. He's doing exciting things. Tyreek Hill and all these guys, man.
It's PB, I thought, but okay.
Yeah. So they're an exciting team to watch, man. And, they score at will. It's just like crazy how easily they can go.
The Rams scored well, and they got a running game.
The Rams do. The Rams feel different because even though the Rams score quickly and they're an explosive team as well, they got that defense coming with it. They got the run game coming with it. All else fails, I don't know if the Chiefs can put together a tight struggle where you're not scoring points easily. Like, that's the kind of thing I want to see next.
Man, the Chiefs have no defense, so other teams...
Exactly. So, while it's fun watching them on offense, the other team can come right back. It was kind of shocking that Cincinnati wasn't able to put points on them.
I was surprised by that, too, seeing that. I missed that game, but seeing the box score, I'm like, wow, this is murderous row. This wasn't even close.
Yeah.
The second quarter, it was a blowout. Third quarter, they established themselves. It wasn't close at all. I'll give you one that was a surprise. The Saints beat the Ravens. Not that the score, but the fact that missed extra point. Those things are not guaranteed. That's why they moved that line back to give it a little bit of suspense in the NFL. That extra point is not a guarantee, but that was a good game. It was a very good game.
Yeah, Ravens, I turned that here and there.
The Saints were down 17-7 in the fourth quarter. Came back, took the lead. But Flacco brought his boys back. They drove them down the field with like 30 seconds to go, and then they missed the extra point. Oh, no, that hurts the soul. I know that had to hurt. And then the Chargers, that was the early game. If you woke up early and wanted to see football at 9 o'clock in the morning, Chargers beat the Titans. Titans fight back, only to go for 2. They said, we're not playing for a tie. we're going for the win, which I get, but that pass didn't work out.
I don't get guys doing that in regulation. Like, dude.
What, going for the win?
Yeah, I mean, play. Live the fight and play some more.
But going for the win, if you don't get the ball on offense in the overtime, they score a touchdown, it's over.
That's true.
Then you're going to say to yourself, maybe we should win for the 2.
Probably so, but get a stop. Ty, we worked hard to fight back. Like, if we fought all the way back to get back in this thing, man, let's play a little bit longer. I would play a little bit longer.
They probably started at London Air or whatever they was at. Coach, we're going to take a brief message. When we come back, we're going to discuss the Fall Classic after a brief message.
FSHD is one of the most common forms of muscular dystrophy. It's a degenerative disease that weakens muscles in the face, shoulders, upper back, and legs. FSHD robs you of your smile and makes simple tasks nearly impossible to perform. FSHD affects hundreds of thousands of people, but most have never met another patient. Many have not even been diagnosed. Someone you know may be living with FSHD. Let them know they are not alone and that we're making real advances toward a treatment. You can help by going to our website, fshsociety.org/curefshd, and share the photos and facts about the disease using the hashtag #CureFSHD. By simply raising awareness, you could change someone's life and help us get closer to a cure.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone, folks. The Fall Classic, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, 2 blue bloods, they like to say in baseball, 2 teams that Major League Baseball definitely wanted to get in, got in. The Red Sox won after being down a game. They won 4 in a row, and they won the game 4-1. It looked good. Your cousin, Jackie Bradley Jr., is MVP at ALCS. He was doing well. Another big game from him. Then the Dodgers, they got smoked in Game 6 in Milwaukee. Milwaukee thought they had everything going in Game 7, and then in Game 7, it was definitely the Dodgers. Yasiel Puig, your man, hit a big, broke the game open in the 6th inning. Right now, they finished off with Kershaw. They weren't wasting no time. They weren't going to any of these dudes in that bench. We're going to go to our horse, give us 1 inning, and he mowed down some guys. Now that we're here, I know who you like, but explain why you like him.
I mean, there's no, I'm not about to sit here and give great analytics or anything like that.
I'll provide that.
I like, like I said, man, I just like the energy with the Dodgers.
Okay.
And, it's like Boston is like the Yankees or the Cowboys. You can root against them and Duke and all these people just for the simple fact that everybody's front running on those teams. So I automatically am going to go against Boston just, for the sake of, just for GP. But I happen to like some of the folks that, on the Dodgers, so that gives a little bit of rooting interest.
Interesting. I mean, well, if you think about it, the Red Sox, hitting-wise, they've got a stick, literally. They've got from Mookie Betts to Martinez to now Bradley on fire. I'm going to say pitching may go toward the Dodgers when you're throwing in Buehler and, of course, Clayton Kershaw. You think of with the bullpen, you still may lean toward the Dodgers on that. But defensively, the Red Sox defense look good. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be up in Boston first. Like I said, I love it when it's a game. At least one of those teams are going to be in a cold weather city. So that would be lovely to see the fans out there freezing their behinds off, eating peanuts and chugging down brews or sodas for the kids. But should be a good one. I mean, I wouldn't care who wins. I guess from the video you showed me of Yasiel Puig, that was intriguing to see that. But I guess if I had to pick in terms of the Dodgers, I do like the Dodgers over the Red Sox in terms of overall. That Red Sox mess gets on my nerve. That Sox and Yanks talk kill me now with that mess. So I'll take the Dodgers on that one. But what's your take? I guess if you think about it. Who do you think? That's just my pick in terms of the better team pitching. Who do you think?
Well, I mean, I think Boston probably is the better team overall. Again,
well, they had 102 wins, 108 wins,
107 or something like that. Like I think they led the majors in wins. So it's not a scrub team we're talking about. It's not like a hero, team that came out of nowhere that everybody's going to root for like that, underdog team. This is the juggernaut.
Yeah, this is smart.
So, the Dodgers are the underdog.
And it's good you say that because the Dodgers at one point, they were 10 games under 500
Yeah.
at middle of May, early in May. And to come back from this, especially like I said, after seeing Game 6, it had me wondering, like, are they going to win Game 6? Because they got mauled in Game 6. I mean, the Brewers was smacking it there at home. To see the crowd at pregame, the crowd was all excited. But they go to indoor teams, so indoor facility squads. They couldn't get it done. But it should be a good one. Like I said, I'm picking the Dodgers in 6. How about you?
I think it's going to go 7. If not, I'll tell you this. If it's going to be a short series, I think Boston's going to win it. Otherwise, it's going to go 7. I'm still, rooting for the Dodgers.
Will Kershaw get 2 wins? As a starter, he may get 2 wins.
I mean, well, he's been playing better as of, of his last few starts in the playoffs. Before we knew, we called him a choker. He always gave it up in the playoffs. But he's came through this playoff.
You're taking on a good, like this team can hit. That's what I said. I asked you that question.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it remains to be seen. And like you said with Kershaw, the same thing with David Price. Price got over a hurdle.
I mean,
But
Boston dismantled, what's my man with Houston? With Houston. Verlander. Yeah, and he gave him solid innings, but in the end, it just too much bat speed, too much bats, too many of them. It makes you wonder, like, will Clayton? This would be a good test for him.
yeah,
Be a good test for him.
I mean, if he can do this in the World Series, pull out 1, 2, wins, give some extra help if needed, that will get all of that other stuff off his back.
That's true. That's true. Moving along, college football, real quick. I know you don't have to talk about it because it's still early. But your boys, they do it again.
Who is your boy? You keep with this
The Wolverines, your Michigan Wolverines, take down Michigan State 21-7.
That was another scrub game.
Either way, the team keeps moving up. They're now.
They got him ranked 5.
Yes, number 5. They're
That's not a number 5
I mean,
rank.
LSU, they mauled Mississippi State. Of course, you had the big upset. Purdue beat your arch rival Ohio State. And then Alabama's mauling everything in the SEC right now. But your boys Michigan, I tell you, this guy here gets another win. He don't even like his squad.
Yeah, I mean, that was a scrub game, man. 21-7. Like, you barely had anything going on. I know that the elements going on. It's a rival game. But that was just scrub personified, man.
He said scrub personified.
Somebody had to win it, I
That
guess.
was pro football style.
Yeah,
pro offense, 3 yards and cloud of dust
That's a
here.
scrub team
Play
pro
action,
offense.
drop it off there. I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't, if you can see my leg, folks, on TV, I'm not got my leg for the motion man to come in and fake it here and go. It wasn't none of that offense.
That ain't even Elvis Gerback and Desmond Howard in there.
What is that then?
That's I don't know.
What
I
is
don't know
it?
what that is.
Is that what offense is that we watch?
I don't know what that is.
What are you talking about?
I don't
That's
know-
classic
I don't
Michigan
know
boy.
if any
I'm
of those
trying to-
people going to the league.
Nah, they might not, but that's that Brady mess, that pro offense. I'm under center. I got my man.
Brady and them played real offense, man. They had real
That's what they
style.
run off. Real offense.
None of those offensive players going to the league.
Man, they still have real offense. Though.
Maybe an old line or somebody.
Oh, y'all produce old linemen. Y'all do produce some big Jansons and all them. Man, you're
They,
killing me.
hey, man,
You're
Ohio
killing me
State
with that
lost,
one.
so they might be in the driver's seat for the Big Ten title for finally.
Well, they take on Ohio State in the end. It's going to be a good one. And that last game, what's that game they played at this time? Probably in the big house, probably.
I mean, and I don't even know, even though Ohio State lost, I'm still not sure that Michigan can beat them.
That's true.
So,
You're top 5 right now.
Well, they got Notre Dame and ranked number 3.
You keep them on the low.
I'm
You
not
like
as
them
much
on the-
into Notre Dame on these days.
They won't ever
due
give me
to
the
certain
for them.
developments.
I'm
but
still lumped that off my man they let go years ago. What's the coach name?
Ty?
Yes, Ty Willingham. Him. Can't let that go right now. They did him.
They redeemed themselves with a couple of Asiatic warriors at the quarterback.
They had Tony Rice back then. They always had them.
But we're getting rankings by default, man. So now they got Texas ranked in the top
Texas
6.
ranked number 6 right now.
Like, we saw Texas lose tomorrow. We talked about this last week.
Well, Brown's not who we thought they were. They lost.
So
last
that
weekend,
means that's
so.
terrible. So now that they're number 6, You got Texas ranked number 6, who probably wasn't even ranked to start the year. I think
they were.
They probably were.
They
But they weren't anybody that you thought had a chance to
They
get
want
to
to
the
cite
playoff.
Texas, man. So bad.
So you got
They
them
do.
ranked 6. You got LSU, who we know is offensively challenged still.
Big game for them in 2 weeks, though.
I guess, and they're gonna get wore out.
You think so? Well, that's in 2 weeks. We'll discuss that next week's show, pre-gaming on that one. Folks, we're going to take a brief message. We're going to come back. The NBA, they throwing blows like it's the 80s. I'm talking about they throwing some haymakers. We'll discuss that after a brief message.
Honor. Sacrifice. Mission ready. Thank you. Who will you honor with the Real Warriors app? Snap a picture. Choose a color. Pick a message. Share and salute others. Access 24/7 resources. Download the Real Warriors app for free. And check out the wall from any device at realstrength.realwarriors.net. Saluting and supporting those who serve.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone, folks. The NBA, the Washington Wizards right now struggling 0-2. They've lost 2 games by a combined total of 5 points. They lost the second game against Toronto, which I don't understand how in the world a man sits out 1 game on game 2. How is game 2 and he's sitting out for rest? Man, if I would have went to that game and could see him, I'd be upset, man. Seriously. But, I'd rather hit no bed. You would think this of him sitting out, him being Kawhi Leonard, you would think the Wizards would get that win. They can't, but we got one of our main weapons out, Dwight Howard. Don't make that face until he comes
got
in.
2 All-Stars still playing on the court.
They ain't no Dwight Howard, though. Dwight Howard, yeah, that's what we can discuss it. Dwight Howard, for as much as he's done, I know Rio looking at this thing right now and probably want to smack me upside my head because he hates Dwight Howard. But think about it. He took a mob that nobody can name on their team outside of Rashard Lewis to a championship.
That was a long
That was just 2009.
time ago.
That was just 9 years ago.
So a whole lot of things happened in 2009.
Dwight Howard took that mob
Yeah, you
to the
never
championship. Outside Dwight Howard and Rashard Lewis and the Polish Hammer, who was on that team? I'll wait maybe 5 seconds, and that's as far as we'll wait.
Look, man, that's another
When he
lifetime.
checks in, they're gonna do their thing. He's gonna provide leadership on the defensive end, because the guards are not defending like that. He can help out and defend the rim. You gotta assume that.
Well,
defending the rim and your offense, some lobs to him on some dunks.
I mean, yeah, I was excited about the acquisition, but get on the floor.
Hey man, his butt hurts. I'm just saying, he's got a butt injury.
You gotta do something.
Dang.
Tell them to slow up or something. I
Hey
mean,
man, I don't know what's happening on that, but man, figure it out.
ease up or something, man.
Sit on a
But-
bag of ice or something, man. Oh,
But I'm just saying, like, get out there. Like, we don't even. It's a disgrace to lose to Miami.
yeah. At this
Eat
point
with
in
or
time,
without.
At
That's
this point in time, when your man is the main man for them is who?
night-
Draza? No, what is his name?
That night, it was some cat named Richardson.
Yeah, he's a new dude. I was looking
Never
at
heard
like,
of him.
who is he?
And he bugging down.
If you don't box out like the twin Morris didn't box out, and Kelly Olynyk right on him.
It shouldn't even have had to come to that, though.
They
Like,
were up 17, I think, at one point, or 13.
the
early.
fact that you had this fight and grind and struggle with a team who's had multiple players out.
Mm-hmm.
You got no-name guys bucking down.
And you got probably their best player overall in history of the franchise possibly having a bad night. Well, he didn't have a great night, whatever.
I mean, and he's old. He just playing out the string.
Yeah, he is.
He's on his tour. He's
farewell
on his
tour.
award tour.
His Kareem jump.
Like, I mean, that was a disgrace. So when I saw that, I said, okay. Then the next night, you get a gift. Then, 2 days, you get Kawhi's out. I'm like, well, they got to win this.
Yes.
And you do the same foolishness, not sticking in front. It would have did, honestly, it made me realize they're not better than Toronto.
I don't think they are with that game, but I do think they're going to finish up as the 3rd seed. But I think Toronto's going to be the 2nd seed, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, 102. Like, I realized overall, while I think the Wizards players are better than some of the Toronto players, Toronto is more athletic. Toronto has more effort. Toronto,
Van Fleet, they got a few guys.
they
in there
do what they do.
And of course, we're going to sleep on Kyle Lowry because of his stature, but he balls, man.
Yeah, he balls. And John Wall should be ashamed of himself to let that dude bust him like that. And then they switch everything. Like, check somebody.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Check
I
somebody.
get so upset every time down. Everybody is switching. All playoffs long last year, everybody switching. Joe, get over the pick. Or if you got a guy you know you can't shoot, you can go underneath that thing, but get over that pick. Show and then drop back. If you're picking rope, show, okay, get back enough, long arm slider. It amazes me how much coaching they are just saying, we're going to switch everything.
I don't even know though, because sometimes after the games are over, you listen to the coach. I don't know why they're switching. Well, what did y'all talk about in the
Yeah,
huddle?
what was discussed?
Like, come on,
What
and
was
then
discussed, man?
even if you're gonna switch, you know you're playing pro ball. You know everybody's picking and rolling. Why are you, instead of anticipating this pick so easily, you just gonna let them pick you? Get up there.
Yeah.
Force him to have to pick you.
Maybe trap the man or something.
Do
Do
something
something.
different.
Shake it up a bit. It amazes me with
Or
that. Oh my goodness.
another novel idea is get a man and check him and stay in front of him. Like, they don't do that. That's Toronto just driving right down the basket.
Well, here's tonight's matchup. They got a strong backcourt. They got Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum. And they always talk, they being the Wizards backcourt, always talk about how they're the second best backcourt next to Golden State. And of course, Dame Lillard and McCollum, when they said that 2 years ago, took exception to that. And I remember they went at the Wizards backcourt. So they're down here in Portland. What are we expecting tonight out
I
in
have
the
no
West
clue,
Coast?
man. I honestly have no clue. Like, they've killed, by a little bit of excitement wanting to watch the team, they killed it with this foolishness. Now, last year, Bill gave them 50 without Wall, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, this is a team that they can beat. They've had success against them.
They're 2-0. They're playing good ball right
You know,
now.
Portland's playing. They were the third seed last year, so they're not, obviously, they're not a slouch team.
Right.
Not anybody that I'm scared of, but I'm not playing. I think the Wizards should be able to beat them, but there's no telling. It's just really no telling. They need a new coach. I'm gonna start that early.
Off the break, 0-2.
Third game, you need a new coach.
Come on.
For one, you don't do anything deliberate on offense. It's too random. You got a hierarchy, man. Bill,
Wow.
get him the ball first. Get
Joe,
Otto Porter the ball.
With 2 games in, Slim.
No.
He hasn't even had Dwight Howard yet, and you want to fire the coach?
Because we doing the same thing.
You want to fire the coach, who you going to bring in?
I don't know who
See,
I'm
you
bringing
can't
in just
fire
yet.
a guy till you have somebody.
But
that-
I need somebody that's going to understand, okay, you have these people. You have certain people who should be shooting. Twin shouldn't be having more shots than Otto. And it's not a matter of Otto not being aggressive.
It's funny,
Give him
I
the
caught
ball.
the coach on the radio just last week, on Friday, matter of fact. On the radio saying he wants to have Otto to take about, I guess, 7 to 8 threes a game.
How? If they don't
I'm
give him
looking
the
at the
ball.
box score. He only took 7 shots, I think, on
Overall.
the first hit. I'm like, wow.
Give the man the ball. You got it. That's
He's
what
got
John
demand
wants
it,
to
but
do.
he's got a demand and
What are you
get
going to demand? It's like, you know, Bill is one of your shooters.
Yeah.
This is the other one. Stop throwing the ball down into Morris because he's not a post-up player like that. They throwing it down to him like
See,
he about to back you in
Now,
and get a
this
bucket.
is the one thing where I will say coaches must step in and say, look here, Slim, you're taking way too many shots. Attack the basketballs. I mean, you can take the 3 every once in a while. You're not the major threat back there. Attack that thing and go to the basket.
Yeah,
We know
that's-
you don't have a low post game, but you got a high post game off the dribble and go. Or Jeff Green. Jeff Green had an off night against Toronto, but he played pretty well in the first game against Miami. I think that could be Jeff Green's thing.
And not to stay on them too long, but the problem is that whole 3-point strategy as it is.
Everybody wants to be going to state.
Like, you're not, unless it's Durant and Steph and Clay, you cannot match that style of play.
Houston did. Houston went
And then they went 0 for a donut.
Chris Paul got
when
hurt.
the biggest
Chris Paul
game.
got hurt. They had
Even
won.
still, like, you're not them, so you can't beat them at their game. You got to do what your players do best. It's foolishness.
Hold on. What do the players do best?
I mean, you got an athletic player. Bill can shoot. Like, Bill, yeah.
go to the basket. Be aggressive.
Go to the basket, but okay, if you want to shoot 10 threes, fine. Statistically or percentage-wise, Porter is very good shooting threes. Give him more shots. Like, you're giving him 4 or 5 shots and expect him to have a major impact.
Let me
You
ask you
can't.
this then. So you're on the West Coast swing. They got Portland tonight, Golden State Wednesday, Sacramento Friday, Clippers on Sunday. I think they got Memphis the next day, Monday. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, I believe. How many games are they gonna win on the road?
I mean, the only games that I feel good about is Clippers and Sacramento.
Not even Memphis?
I mean, it should be. Who knows?
You
But-
can't take nobody lightly, man.
Nah,
Sacramento
you
got
really
some
can't.
young-
Bagley
young-
is balling out.
But he not even started. Willie Cauley-Stein is balling for them. Buddy Hield is balling for them. They are bringing it. I watched them. They're like, this young mob is bringing it.
Yeah, I mean, so, but you want to be elite. You think you're one of the best teams in the East. You're supposed to be able to beat these teams.
Yeah.
Like, you need to come away with at least 3 of these wins. So you hold.
You ain't lying. You want to
Yo.
jump. You don't want to jump in the whole. What is that? 1-6.
You're gonna be
or something
9-25
like
before it's all over. with.
What does the number TK always
9-25.
9-25.
It's gonna be lay boulay, man. That's a wrap.
That is classic. We're going West Coast now. Someone spits in your face on the court. What are you doing?
I don't even know why Paul messed around talking. As soon as that spit hit my mouth,
People like this. Slim, we in there. We going. We.
it ain't even about to be. You just did not.
Yeah, Joe.
I'ma swing on him as fast as Rondo swung on him.
Rondo swung 3 punches, connected on 2. Paul got in one. Got one to
that
the
little
bottom or
hate,
something.
the under-
Yeah, a little hook, uppercut, Joe. But Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, man.
Keeping it gangster, came from way over here.
After
and
he
came
started
in.
the whole thing in the first
Joe,
place.
that's something I used to see on the outdoor courts on my whole job.
He might be a head case now. He didn't already shown. It's gonna be a wrap for him.
Nah,
LeBron
nah,
gonna get him
nah.
out of there.
Nah,
Because he's already shown you
See.
just by those actions, he's not reliable.
He's letting everybody know I'm the enforcer.
He's a narrow stick behind.
I'm the enforcer.
He might close.
And they got
behind
Ingram
him.
out of there. 4 games for Ingram suspended. Rondo's got 3 games. Chris Paul has 2 games. Honestly, under the David Stern era,
This would have been worse.
man, they was getting 8, 9, 10 games. I think Melo got 10 games his rookie year, I want to say, when he fought somebody. Jokers would have got the message quickly. 4 games, like, wow.
They got off way.
Yeah, they
early.
did. They really did get over. Good for them. Good for them, Joe. I'll tell you that much. Folks, it's been a great show. We're going to discuss some more of it next week, man. Hopefully the Wizards can get more wins. Hopefully his Skins can get another win. And who
team
knows?
Skins.
Not Slim. I'm not. Let's clear that up right now. Before we
you
close
are.
the show.
You're a new mob.
No, I'm not a Skin fan. Never was a Skin fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. We lost. It's what it is. Tough loss. Folks, for my man Shaka Bradley, I'm Charles E. Hall II, and we're shutting down.